So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
Just to be clear, that is the bishop, and he's fucking crazy, so let's put him out of his misery. Combat isn't exactly very scintillating in this game, but... get out of here. Whoa! And note that you can finish off the bishop. I mean, he behaves like any regular zombie and moves all like him too. Pick up. Oh, I thought... Okay, I thought there was something else. I was like, pick up the bishop, what? So he drops the key. Awesome. Life may go on. Is there anything at the... no? No, okay. That to a god that speaks of an ancient evil. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Cool story, bro. Tell it again. Alright, so we've got the key. We can now... oh, well, if we can make it... to be clear, there is no actual time limit. It's looking a little worse for wear there. Oh, hey, another one. Sandy's getting down there, so we're gonna start seeing some pretty good stuff. How's my health doing? That's doing alright. Oh man. But yeah, like I said, we now have the key to the bishop's place, or yeah, to the bishop's room or whatever, so we can now. Oh, what's this? Oh yes. We get introduced to the trappers, which are more annoying than anything else. You can only attack them with ranged weapons. Like, I don't think I can... Yeah, I can't hit them with a melee weapon for whatever reason. And if you get too close and they hear you, they will throw you to the trapper dimension. Which is this nice little area here with all these portals hanging around. Yeah. It's got all these nice little portals hanging around. And the color of this portal brings you to its corresponding color with all the others. And our character Anthony, I believe is his name. He's whimpering a little bit. But the color of the portal will bring you to another one, and the color corresponds to the attribute, so to speak. So the red one brings you to that red spot that has a station that'll actually heal all of your health, and the green one will heal all your sanity, and the blue one will heal all of your mana. Or magicka, whatever you want to call it. But I just take the purple one just to get right to the exit. Alright. So that's our introduction to the trappers. Like I said, they're more of a nuisance than anything. You're never going to die by one of them. But they're blind. They don't have any eyes. So you have to tread silently to avoid them. Which is exactly... Oh, you can hear me. Can I squeeze by? Maybe. Okay, looks like you can. So, yeah, I guess you can hear me, but... Well... Looks like everything's on the ceiling. And that's not normal. I'm pretty sure that's not how the room was last time we came here. Yep, that was definitely a sanity effect. That's actually, that's probably the one I've seen the most often. And you can usually see it coming, like, more often than not, the screen will, like, if you... It always happens when you enter a room, like it's not going to happen while you're in the room. When you're entering a new room, it'll take like an extra second longer to load the room. And, oh yeah, it's the same guy. Yeah, it'll take an extra second to load the next room, and it kind of gives you the heads up, like, oh, something's about to be different. But yeah, it's probably the one I've seen the most often. Oh, it's getting even worse. Oh, it's starting to cut into his lip there. It's getting nasty. Hey, this guy's still here. Dude, that was like 20 minutes ago, and now he's getting up. Chop him in half. That'll show him. Yeah, and it's interesting that, like, their outline is still there. I don't think they can, like... Oh, in fact, let's find out. I'll just cut off that guy's hand. Can he hit me? Oh, well, he's going to hit me with the other arm. Can I cut off that? Okay, yeah. I'm curious if the... Sorry. I'm curious if the outlined arm can then attack us. So, and Anthony is really limping along here. Poor guy. He's fighting the good fight though. He's wanting to. This is all to try to protect Charlemagne, who's their target for whatever reason. Oh, what's this now? Looks like we got company. This is one of the stronger beasts in the game. I think this is called a horror, aptly titled, I should say. It's got 3 heads, but it's really not too hard to find, really not too hard to beat. Though they can cast ranged attacks, and they're kind of cheap. Like these guys are like, if you're not quick with them, they're actually pretty cheap in that, like, if they swat at you, they'll also get an extra attack in. Like they'll shoot lightning from their fingertips. So it's they can get a few hits in no time, and they can really drain your health really quickly if you're not careful. And I mentioned last time that if your sanity is empty and something spots you that would otherwise drain your sanity, your health gets drained as well. So our
Deep into that darkness.
the game pretended to restart there. So yeah, since our sanity is empty, we've been spotting all these things. I don't think I've been hit very much, but yeah, that our health has been draining slowly. Sanity is pretty awesome. All right, so let's get Anthony over to here. We can hear muffled voices, and we know the bishop's not there because he's dead. Unless we chopped his fucking head off. So we can unlock it and find.
You are a fool for trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Chattur'gha.
Well then, yeah, that's not normal actually. And we'll be seeing some of those monsters in chapters to come, so don't you worry. We'll get to see them for ourselves, surely enough. Alright, and like I said, and I pointed out last time that the sanity goes down with every chapter that we read. But we now have a way to repair the broken second floor key, so let's go and do that right now. Boom. And I had mentioned that enchanting an item that is not otherwise broken, or in most cases a weapon, will make it more powerful. And I don't really do that a whole lot unless it's needed. Someone knocking at a door. Note that is a sanity thing. There's nobody actually at the door, so I just thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah, I don't usually enchant things very often, just because, I don't know, to me it's really not necessary a lot of the times. I mean, I kind of mentioned that a lot of the monsters really aren't so bad. Even the horrors, which we saw earlier, yeah, someone's confused. Even the horrors that we saw, those can be dispatched pretty quickly. This is an interesting picture, and we'll see why it's interesting in a little bit, but, I mean, it's a nice painting, you know, it's this luscious mountain valley, as the game refers to. Well, it has a significance, and we'll see in a little bit. And when the sanity gets low enough, heads of bust statues will follow you. So it's yeah, he doesn't do anything. You can't attack anything. He just follows you. And it's only when your sanity goes low. Interesting that the carpet is kind of eroding at the edges. And I'm not saying that to like try to hint at something. I just think it's it, because it doesn't happen anywhere else. Oh, that's actually I've actually never sat and looked at this painting before. That's actually a pretty gruesome one, and I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, it is starting to bleed a little bit. That's not there's some ammo on the table there. We will be seeing ranged weapons shortly. A dresser there, and that one doesn't have a keyhole for it, so we know that's not it. Interesting one. Apparently that's like the one lone happy picture. All these others are strange or depressing. Note that this is the dresser that the key supposedly goes to, but there isn't a keyhole for it. It's just some symbols and some insignias on there. And what else we got? here? Ooh, a journal of Maximilian Roivas. And Maximilian, he's an ancestor of Alex and of Edward, her grandfather. So this guy's crazy old. and everything that yeah, and this is a very happy read. He's basically talking about yeah. So we know that Maximilian had a pretty shitty time when he wrote that journal entry. Well, see, I don't think doors are supposed to bleed like that. So, yeah. Huh. Look at Alex, like, watching it. It's, like, head bobbing around. Haven't confirmed this, but I read somewhere that, like, I think I'm gonna try, like, if I attack the wall, the door, will it bleed more? And maybe it is? I don't know, I can't really tell. So, what else what we got ourselves here? I think that's just about it. And what's in the bathtub here? Man. You know, every time I've played through this game, I always go for that. It's optional. You don't have to look at that, and no matter what your sanity is, that will happen when you examine it. And to this day, I've seen that 5 or 6 times by now. To this day, that scares the shit out of me. So, for those of you who are wondering, that was what I had mentioned that I was gonna put little warning messages whenever there was something in one of these episodes that was really gruesome. And that was it for this episode, so you can rest easy knowing that that's as bad as it gets this time. I'll make no guarantees for future episodes, of course. And I remember the first few times I played this, I walked right past this, but yeah, if you look at, there's actually a chapter page right there. Or not the first few times, but the first time I played this, I remember getting stuck, but yeah, it's stuck right in the corner there. Oh, it just shows the room. And this is actually a gun rack, and it's a shame that we can't open it up and, like, use it. Especially since there's ammo just lying around all over the place in this room. But yeah, unfortunately the gun rack is off limits. Like, we can't even look at it for whatever reason. Hello. We'll be seeing more of this. I mean, that doesn't just give it away. Yes, there's a secret passage somewhere in this hallway, and gee, there's this mysterious rectangular outline in the wall. Man, yeah, it's it's pretty cut and dry there. But we have no way of, like, we can't break through it or anything like that. So we'll just have to come back here later. So we've had bloody doors, bloody walls, and now growling windows. Holding a piece of parchment in her hands. Yep. All this stuff, but there's this glowing field of energy that's protecting us from doing anything. And in fact, it will damage us. If I try to walk into it, it damages us. You can't attack it or anything, so we need a way to remove that strange energy thingy. Oh, yeah, that's the way we came. I know the way we came, we already saw that door. And we can't check this place out because all the lights are out, and apparently Alex is scared of the dark. It's not like she just saw a bloody depiction of herself in a bathtub or anything. So yeah, but yeah, the lights are out in that room, and there's probably something wrong with the circuit. Or circuit breaker, whatever you want to call it. So I think actually that does it for this episode. I wanted to explore the upstairs area, and we've explored all that we can, because everything else is either locked or the power's out. So that does it for this episode. We have the chapter for the next part, the Gift of Forever. I think I know which one that is off the top of my head. It's hard to remember just by the chapter titles. I hope that bathtub thing didn't scare you too bad. Honestly, I mean, I'll be honest here, when the first time I saw that, I was afraid to, like, take a bath or to shower for at least a week after seeing that. It scared me so bad, and it's such a shock too. It's definitely one of the most effective jump tactics, whatever you want to call. So yeah, it's creepy stuff, and there's obviously nothing in the bathtub. So when you're about to press examine, it's like, oh, there's probably nothing there, herp derp. And then when you look at it and you see that, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, with the accompanying blood-curdling scream. So, you know, all good times. So I hope that didn't traumatize you guys too badly, but I warned you. I put the warning there. I said I would. So yeah. Anyway, I hope I hope I haven't lost too many viewers by scaring them off. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. There's plenty more to come, and I guess eventually I need to come up with a cool catchphrase way of ending and or starting my videos. But for now, thank you and have a good night, guys. Bye bye.